Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today's matchup, a Peach State showdown where battle lines have been drawn from Savannah to Atlanta. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. To throw, it's Matthews. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Georgia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Wants to fire on second down. He wants to go deep. And it's caught inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
They'll try the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quickly out to the tight end. Georgia Southern in a hurry. To the air, it's Matthews. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it on the counter. On the move at the 30. And stampeding through the defense. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They're trying to get to it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Using the quick game. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Motion from the offense. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Finds his man down the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage.
And that pass picked off. And it's loose. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He finds his man. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Give to the running back. He's there to make the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Finds his back in the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion.
Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
It leads to 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
It is good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Zings it complete to the right. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On the run, still looking. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to... Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last. Something here to get this defense on their heels.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
He gets those chances.
The second down.
It out to the 42-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't. The extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
At the 35, he's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
When you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen, and a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight, and you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Looking for a block. It's Parrish. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 45 on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. That running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
It's caught downfield. They bring him down. He's got a... That might be the final play of the third quarter.
First down for the offense.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Toss to the outside. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the Q... have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete.
was called.
They're moving it forward just a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
It's complete to the left. Can anyone catch it? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Keeps the legs moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Hood. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. And he loses the football on the return. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Slings it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force it.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the ground with the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. They're working that left side. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only...
The Bulldogs stand
Tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Gonna run it. It's Elway. The Bulldogs get it past the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense,